That guy right there was an idiot. He's still an idiot, but back then, wow, what I didn't know. So the other day, I got tagged on Facebook from one of my old friends from high school who tagged me in a picture, and I'm looking at this picture, and I'm looking at me, and all of a sudden I start going back and like, almost like I was like in the moment, thinking about all the things I didn't know, thinking about all the lessons that I would learn over the years as I would age, as I would fuck things up. And I wish I could go back. I can't, obviously, but today I want to actually do that video. If I could go back and talk to 20-year-old me, this is what I'd say. You'll regret not taking more risks. The pain of failure is temporary. Regret, however, lasts a lifetime. You've got to be willing to shoot your shot. You've got to be willing to ask the girl. You've got to be willing to do something uncomfortable. The next thing I tell myself, or 20-year-old me, is most of the people you're friends with now, you won't be. You're not even going to remember most of these people. They're insignificant. Even at the time, they may seem like very big parts of your life. The reality is that you are going to outgrow these people. You must outgrow these people, because these people, if you don't, are going to hold you back and keep you stagnant and stuck. The world rewards execution, not intention. Nobody cares about your potential. They care about results. You got to stop talking. You got to start doing. And your 20s, they're not the years to be partying and wasting. You've got to use that time to build and set the foundation for your life. You got to set the foundation for the habits that are going to carry you into your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. Discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation fades. Discipline lasts a lifetime. And that's one of the things that, honestly, you've got to understand. A lot of you will get like super motivated to do something, right? You'll watch a cool YouTube video, you'll read a book, you'll see somebody who's super successful, and this will be a momentary motivating factor. You'll be like, yeah, let's do it, right? And then for like a little bit of time, you'll work really hard, but then the results don't happen fast enough, or you don't see the instant results or rewards, and so you get bored, you get lost, and you start to look for something else. The motivation, it fades. But a disciplined individual, somebody that sticks to a plan, a routine, this is somebody that ultimately will win every single time. Your body will betray you if you don't take care of it. Time moves faster than you think. Literally, you blink and it's like, whoa, wait a second, I'm 30. You blink again, whoa, I'm 40, right? I blinked again, I'm almost 50 years old. Time goes so incredibly fast. Your reputation is more valuable than money, so stop doing stupid shit. Stop letting the world know that you're an idiot. And that's one of the things that I look around at social media and I'm just like, bro, like seriously? You don't even realize the implication of posting these pictures or doing the stupid shit that you're doing. You've got to protect your reputation. You never know who's paying attention. And that's the other thing. You've got to protect your reputation like your life depends on it. Something else that I wish I knew is that your credit score matters as well. You got to make sure you protect that. Keep it high, because if you don't, you're going to be fucked financially, like me, right? I had to file bankruptcy. It was a nightmare. And then I had to rebuild it. I had to do the things I need to do. Over time, it got better. But when you don't pay attention to your credit or you don't pay your bills on time, you don't realize that it's going to cost you a lot more in the future by simply not paying attention. The next thing I wish I did was learn about money. You got to learn about money, because until you understand it, you are going to be the fool. Next thing I wish I could go back and tell 20-year-old me is that it's nobody else's responsibility for you to be happy. It's yours. It doesn't matter that your mom was married a few times. It doesn't matter that you've had a few abusive stepfathers. It doesn't matter that you grew up poor and you were embarrassed. If you want to be happy, you've got to take control and let it go. Something else that I wish I knew back then was that therapy works. Gentlemen, here's the deal. I am a huge advocate of therapy and the benefits that it can have on you. When I went to therapy for the first time when I was 24 years old, that's when everything in my life started to scale. I truly feel like that was a pivotal point in my life when I finally had the tools that I needed to let go of the baggage I was carrying around and finally be free. And when this happened, everything in my life started to get better. The other thing you need to understand is that until you fix you, you're never going to be right for somebody else. Guys, I want to talk real quick about today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. Guys, BetterHelp, I've talked about them before. I love the platform. I've used them, my friends have used them, and I want you to check them out. If you're ready to finally level up your life and make sure that you're on the right path and you don't allow your past to define you or hold you back. Guys, there's a link down below this video, betterhelp.com/alpha-m. It's super simple to get started. All you do, you go through the link, you answer some questions about you. That way, BetterHelp can match you with a therapist that's going to be best suited to help you with your needs. And usually, you're going to be able to start communicating within a few days. And the thing that I love, it's convenient. Any way that you want to have therapy, you can, whether or not it's your phone, computer. The other very important thing that I just want you to know about with BetterHelp is that they allow you to change therapists at no additional cost. And what I mean by that is sometimes your first therapist is like perfect, right? They help you, you connect with them, but sometimes it takes trying a few different ones to really find that person that you connect with. It's sort of like dating. And BetterHelp allows you to change therapists for free. Guys, BetterHelp carefully makes sure that their therapists are well qualified. They've also got an amazing customer support team that is there to answer any of your questions. Guys, hit the link down below. Go to betterhelp.com/alpha-m. That's betterhelp.com/alpha-m. Like I said, if you go through my special link, you're gonna get 10% off your first month of therapy. Guys, do not wait. Now is the time. Which brings me to the next thing I wish I could go back and tell myself, and that is comfort is the enemy of greatness. The easy road, it leads to mediocrity, gentlemen. If you take it, you're never going to do something incredible. You've got to be uncomfortable. You've got to be willing to push your own comfort zones. And when you do, that's when the magic happens. That's when the unlocks happen. That's when you realize your potential. It's not because you did what was expected or you did what was easy or was a sure thing. It's about the things that are unknown, the things that you've got to try extra hard. And it's about the failures, which brings me to the next thing. Failure is inevitable. Get it off the table. The sooner you understand that failure is part of the process, and if you're not failing, there's a problem, and the problem's you not trying, the sooner you're going to get it off the table. For me, I feel like failure is one of the greatest learning experiences you can possibly have. But you got to get yourself up. You got to pick yourself up in order to move forward. Because the people that stay stuck, stagnant, or just let themselves wallow in self-pity after a failure, they're the people that never achieve anything. They're the people that blame other people for their mistakes. Which brings me to the next thing. Nobody is coming to save you. If you want anything in this world that is worth having, you got to work your ass off for it. Don't put that dip in your mouth. Don't do it. All right, I had a 2-can-a-day nicotine habit. I used to dip tobacco, the cans, right? Exactly. 2 cans a day. I was so incredibly, wildly addicted to nicotine that it had a control over my life. I was really embarrassed about it, but I loved it. Quitting it was the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's a thing that I'm honestly the most proud of myself for doing because I never thought I'd be able to do it. About 12 years ago, I was able to quit. I basically, on January 2nd, said, all right, I don't want to be that idiot that knew better 10, 20, 30 years from now having mouth cancer and having to have my jaw removed. I don't want to be that person. I also don't want to have to tell my mom that I've got cancer. And so I was able to quit, but I wish I never started. Something else I wish I never started was binge drinking. I had a really bad problem with alcohol. I used alcohol and substances to self-medicate back in the day because I wasn't happy with me. I was trying to basically fix a lot of the things that therapy ended up fixing for me by using, and it was one of the things that, unfortunately, I can't take back. And a lot of the bad decisions that I made while I was drunk or doing something I shouldn't have been doing, I also can't take back. I made a lot of really bad decisions when I was under the influence. And I wish I could go back and I wish I could tell younger me to stop it and to be more confident and take care of yourself, and this isn't the way to do it, but I can't. But hopefully you can. Pretty doesn't matter. If you're not a good person, it doesn't matter. And that's something that in my 20s, I was really fixated and focused on looks more than character. And it's not to say that you shouldn't look for somebody that you're physically attracted to, but you shouldn't give pretty people a pass just for being pretty. You shouldn't want to be like them if they're not a good person. Character is the most important thing. All right, looks fade. Integrity, character, personal packaging and presentation, this is the thing that lasts. Nobody respects a weak man. You need to be strong, physically, mentally, emotionally. It doesn't mean you can't be sensitive, quite the opposite. A strong man is a sensitive man, somebody that's in touch with their feelings and their emotions, and that are willing to be vulnerable. But nobody respects somebody who is weak. 3 seconds, that's all the time you have to make an amazing first impression. And if you waste it, if you squander it, you're never gonna get a second chance. And that's the other thing. Being young doesn't give you an excuse to be lazy or sloppy. Emotions lie. Data and logic tell the truth. I want you to think about this one for a second. So often we make emotional decisions which end up being bad decisions, when the truth is you've got to have a logical approach to making the hard decisions in your life and allow the data to speak for itself. The internet is full of noise. You've got to filter it ruthlessly. Most advice that you're going to see online or from people is garbage, complete garbage. These people have never done anything. These people aren't the people you should be looking to get mentorship from. You've got to be looking for people that are more in line with the man that you want to become, and then you need to take their advice. But unfortunately, so many of us just follow the people that are popular because they may have a lot of money or look like they've got a lot of money on social media, or they've got a lot of hot girlfriends, or they wear the nicest clothes. This doesn't mean somebody is smart. It also doesn't mean they know what's right for you. Women are attracted to ambition more than they are looks, all right? If you're ambitious, you're 10 times more attractive than a lazy dude who's got six-pack abs, period. Like game over. All right, you got to understand that. She also doesn't expect you to be perfect. Nobody expects you to be perfect. We just need you to be you. We need you to be working on being the best version of yourself you can. Are you going to fall down? Yeah. Are you going to get yourself back up? Yes, because that's what strong alphas do. And the last thing I wish I could go back and tell 20-year-old me is that you're awesome. Period. You might not be where you want to be right now, and that's fine. You're going to get there. Keep working. Keep doing the things that you need to do. Be a good person. Focus on the things that we talked about in today's video. Motivation. Don't worry about it. Work on discipline. Don't worry about looking perfect. Look good though. Smell good. Have good hair. Dress well. Be good to people, but not too good. Don't say yes when you should be saying no. Be friends with everybody, because you never know when those friends are going to come in handy. But remove the people that aren't worth your time. A lot of people are not worth your time. But be awesome and embrace it. And understand that this life is not easy. It's not easy for anybody. You're not special. Nobody owes you anything. If you want something, you can achieve it, but you've got to be the one that goes out and gets it. Guys, I love you, and I just wish I could go back and tell 20-year-old me this. But hopefully, I just told you.